Okay, welcome back everyone. I am Oberon Titania and we are continuing our Planet Zoo career mode scenarios. So go ahead, grab your passport and join me as I go to my next adventure, which it looks like I'm in North America. Let's find out. Let's see, we just finished the Sunshine Happiness. And now I think Nevada State Eco Zoo. That's where we're going. Let's find out what we're doing here. Nevada State Eco Zoo. Nestled within a rocky valley and atop a small mesa, Emma Goodwin's. Ooh, yes, we're back to the Goodwins. First Zoo is also intended to be a world's first. A zoo with as much diversity in its flora as its fauna, and with peerless environmental credentials. Without a doubt, the Nevada State Eco Zoo is a big swing for the fences. And guess who's up at bat? Well, looks like that's me. Alright, so let's go ahead and start new on a medium setting and head right in. So we are going to do this. Now I did just adjust some of my sounds to see if I could get some things going better. Ooh, nice. And so if you can let me know if you can tell a difference, if there's a difference in game.
A long time ago, I said you'd always have a place in my
Hi,
company,
Dominic.
and that's still true.
I heard you.
Unfortunately for you, that place is in the zoo's outbox, because you're fired. It's not all bad, though. As part of your severance package, you get to keep your uniform.
Did I ask
Don't worry,
for that?
I'll take the cost out of your final pay packet.
I didn't ask for either one of those things. He didn't give me a choice.
There. It's Emma again.
Hi, Emma.
I was so happy to hear the news about Dominic firing you.
Really?
Oh, sorry. Well, that came across terribly.
Oh.
I simply mean that the timing of your dismissal is extremely serendipitous. You see,
Oh,
remember
is that what you meant?
Something that I mentioned before? Well, I'm excited
yes.
to say it has finally come to fruition. As a result, I find myself in need of a zoo manager. And while I could do it myself, I'll have bigger fish to fry.
Oh.
Let me explain. You see, I plan on constructing a chain of zoos as rivals to those of Mr. Myers. Zoos where both the welfare of the animals and our planet is of paramount importance.
Ooh.
The eventual goal? To drive Mr. Myers out of business and rescue the animals he's exploiting. But such a task is not simple. I will need someone like yourself who is qualified to handle the building of the zoos.
Okay.
While I concentrate on the overarching business. So,
yes, I thought you'd say that.
Are you ready to make a difference?
Yes. Go for it, Emma. Throw it at me. Come on. Come on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Hello.
Welcome to your new zoo.
Oh, beautiful.
This should be a much more pleasant experience for you than your recent ones. And it should be more exciting, too. Just
okay.
not will I eventually be arrested for being a part of this way as it was with Mr. Myers. Not that your work won't be challenging. I mean, I want this zoo to become a paragon of eco-friendliness. You might say, we want to have a small carbon paw print.
Paw. No, sorry.
No?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope.
Fine.
Nope. All right, guys. Well, we are in the beautiful Southwest North America, which, I don't know. Anyway, this is a really, really fun location. Tell me if I'm going too fast there for you. Let's go ahead and pause this because I looked at this while Emma was telling us what we were supposed to be doing, which I didn't really get anything out of her. And we have absolutely nothing, not a zip, zilch, to start this zoo off. I mean, we only have $20,000. Let's find out. We need to adopt and place 4 different habitat species. Of those 4 different habitat species, we need to adopt and place 2 new timber wolves. Increase the conservation rating to 1 star. We have nothing right now. And reach a 10% plant diversity across at least 3 habitats. So we need at least 3 habitats to get the bronze. For the silver, increase the average habitat species overall welfare to 70%. Breed 2 new timber wolves. Adopt and place 5 different exhibit species. Increase conservation rating to 2 stars. Reach 20% plant diversity across at least 5 habitats. So 3, 5, 10, 20. Okay, we're increasing. Power everything in the zoo with renewable energy. Increase the average habitat species overall welfare to 85%. Have at least 13 habitat species in the zoo. Release 4 timber wolves to the wild. Increase conservation rating to 4 stars and reach a 30% plant diversity across at least 7 habitats. Well, I think we can do this. So let's go ahead and get started. And like my others, I will do the filming and then the voiceover. So let's go ahead and have some fun, guys. Hello, can you hear me okay? Well, this is, it feels good to be back. I have been rather busy with school lately. And so I recorded this, and then the semester got really, really intense. And now it's probably about a little over 2 weeks later that I'm coming back to this. So it is good, and I'm glad, and thank you for supporting me. And let's just go at it. And I think I remember what I was doing as I'm doing this. See, I wanted to do this, and I have some little notes here that says use water wisely and start lean. Use my time correctly. So that's what I figure out I'm going to do. And you will see that this scenario itself, I think it took me a little over 5 hours. And so yes, I have condensed it down to what I think are the pertinent points of what's going on. And just so you know, if the pathing doesn't work the first time, just delete everything and start over again, like what I just did here. Yeah, it's really fun, this scenario. And there was that little pause because I spent a few years in the American Southwest. And yes, there are bits and parts of it that look like this, but they normally have a whole lot more cactus and saguaro and just stuff everywhere. But it is fun to have almost a clean slate. Now, the other times I've played this scenario, although I've gotten through it, I wasn't that happy with the end result because it was just too spread out and too dysfunctional, I guess you could call it. So I'm really, really happy with how this one turns out because it turns out more compact, I guess you could call it. Although I give the animals the space they need, I try to make it so the guests aren't walking miles and miles to get to things. Because they give you that beautiful lake. You see that beautiful lake up in the distance? That's part of the zoo. And when I first saw it, it's like, oh, cool, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. A practical application, yeah, it's better if you actually compact things. And that helps. Because this one I also, since I only had 20,000 K to start with, well, let's just say that I dipped below the negative line a few times and I had to wait for it to come back up. But it did come back up. And it's just taking things slow and not overextending yourself when you first start out. So, yeah, I mean, what would you like to know? Right now, I have the basic entry plaza, I guess you could call it, where I'm planning on putting a lot of things. And I'm just going to go for it right there. Now, there will be a few time lapses, a few cuts, and a few just I'm going straight through and we're just watching me work in this scenario. And I think it turns out pretty good. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, and there we are. I believe what I'm looking at right now, yep, I'm just finishing up the zebras. I chose zebras because I can add another animal in there later. And then I think I'm going to be jumping over to some other things soon. Yeah. One thing, I wanted to show the animals. So we're going to see animals in this one. Like when I first put them in, and or when we get puppies. Or calves, or whatever they are. I was thinking of the wolves. I'm really excited about timber wolves. As we're watching the birth of a foal here. A zebra foal. Oh, isn't that adorable? Look at that. Okay, go for a run. Right through, yeah, past their dad. There we go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And yes, I'm going to say cute. That is a cute newborn. Oh, look at those long eyelashes. Oh, I kind of want to... I want a horse IRL. Actually, I want a donkey IRL and a miniature horse. That would be so adorable. Miniature horse would be half the size of that foal. Whoa, cool. And there we go. So I got that in, and then what you didn't see was I also put in a wolf habitat. So let's do a little cut here. Yeah, there's the wolf habitat. Now, something else, when I adjusted the settings in this, I adjusted them from meters to feet and from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Oh, cute puppy. A wolf puppy. Oh. Look at that. Oh, now I am going to have puppies this summer, later this summer. Yeah, I'm definitely going to let Bella have puppies. They are so adorable. I don't need to keep them, I just need to enjoy them, right? Oh, look at that. Hello. Scratch right underneath his chin. Mom and Dad. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Cutesy. And where are we next? Ah, it's another speed build. Okay, so this one I gave myself some more room, and I'm putting the habitat for the red pandas, which, by the way, are really cute. I think they are one of my favorite animals. There are some that I like more than others, and red pandas are some that I like more than others. If we can't have raccoons, which truthfully are not that cute, I'll take a red panda. So we're going to do that, and this is just a speed build through it. And you'll see it, because I have to adjust the temperature in some of these habitats like so. The temperature here in this scenario is really, really hot. So almost all of these animals need a cooler in their habitat. Even the ones who are used to Africa plains need a cooler in their habitat because it gets too hot for them. We are talking New Mexico, Arizona, Southern California, not by the beaches. Hot areas. And some of these animals just are not used to the heat. So, and since I don't have the enrichment items unlocked, I build my own enrichment climbing platforms for the red pandas and some other things in other scenarios. Something else that I've been doing in the background is I've been setting up the workstations so that I can get the research done. And there we go. And I just wanted to show you guys the release of the red panda. Look at that cutie. Why do they call him a red panda? I think he's not technically a panda. I'd have to look that up some more, but I think they call him a panda because of the markings on the face, but they're not in the panda family. I think they're maybe in the bear family or a relative of the raccoon. I'm not certain. I'll have to look that up. Leave a comment if you know. That would be great. So, Quan. His name is Quan. I could get 2. In fact, I think I might get 2. But for right now.
Wow.
And there we go.
This zoo's already
there
looking
is the
so
first
much
one.
better. You've made some really big strides in
Thank
conservation.
you, Emma.
You know, Nancy was right to recommend you.
Well, you gave me a clean
She said she would have
slate.
come along herself as well if it
I
wasn't
like
for the
Nancy.
weather. Apparently, it's too nice.
Yeah, too hot. If you're in Wales, yeah, there's no moisture in the air here. So the next one for silver, we need to increase the habitat species to 70%, breed the timber wolves, 5 exhibit species, conservation to 2 stars, and 20% plant diversity over 5 habitats. Looks like we have 12% plant diversity. Now the plant diversity is the biggest thing in this scenario because it's new, but they also tell you to do plant diversity, but they only count the trees, which really annoys me a little bit. It's like, there's so many other things beside trees, but they only count the trees for the plant diversity. So if you're doing this scenario, just know, you put down the trees, it'll give you a % up. If you put down plants, it won't. Don't ask me, just tree diversity. Why not? Anyway, I made another habitat. This one is going to have springbok and African buffalo in it. Both of them need access to the water, so I made it long and narrow. Oh, it is the last bit of March here, and we have snow on the ground outside, and I am looking at a habitat for southwestern United States desert area. Beautiful. I kind of wish we had an indigenous Southwest America area, or I would like to see more Northern America animals and props and building supplies and stuff like that, but that's okay. The logs actually work really well. They're very generic. Alright, there's my African buffalo that I have to very, very precisely place in quarantine. Now, sometimes it's blocked by the wall they're over. Okay, relocating to quarantine, small 1. We're good there. There we go. And I think it works out pretty well. I made this little area over here, and oh yes, I want to increase my mechanic research. That's what it is, because that's where you find the power information. You have to research all the power to get the clean energy. So I need to put that down to get it done. And that's a nice little habitat with the viewing area over the top. Okay, so we do another cut. I have the African buffaloes in, and now I'm going to work on another habitat because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the 5th habitat and the 7th species. And I am doing Bactrian camels, which are another kind of fun thing to do, especially in the desert. They don't require a lot. They are really simple. Easy, simple to take care of in the deserts. So, there we go. And I've been thinking, have you guys been to, I'm going to say IR zoos in the past 18 months or so? I haven't. I miss it. But what I remember from zoos is they have a mixture of outdoor and indoor habitats, exhibits, things like that. I've not yet been to a zoo in the desert. I don't know why, but I haven't been. Most of the zoos I've been to have been in the mountains. And those zoos, you're hiking up and down steep terrain, and there are a lot of trees and stuff. And the trees mainly provide the cover for the animals, with some housing. I think the reptiles, like the alligators and crocodiles and turtles, had the most housing in those places. Where the giraffes and bears and stuff, they had their little shelters. But if I could... So, yeah, I think one of these days I'm going to work on... Let me think. I want to do an indoor-outdoor. I haven't worked on an indoor-outdoor habitats before, and I want to. So when spring break is over, hi camel, chewing your cud already, huh? Yep. So after spring break, I'll be going right back into school mode. So there's the two females. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, it's coming up. I have 6 more weeks. And I'll get my midterm grade probably in the next little 7 to 10 days. And then we'll be working on completing projects and stuff. Alright, so this is the Baird's tapir. I created another habitat that I'm going to share. He's going to share it with flamingos, by the way. They both like water. These are just fun. They are fun. I can't... Their nose is like an elephant, but their bodies are like a pig. Too bad I couldn't show a javelina. Should I just rename them javelinas? They seem a lot nicer than javelinas, though. Alright, so I put more trees in there, and I put the flamingos. Yeah. So I'm working on 3 projects right now for school. And spring break, so I got all of the first half of the semester in. Now I'm going to work on the second half, and I don't know where these projects are going to go. But I do know it is taking a lot of time to get them done. So, it is good though. I'm having so much fun working on this school stuff. Birthing pose. It's a little... I think that's its natural color, and as it grows up it's going to turn pink. Look at that. A little chick, which is over 1 meter tall. Probably about 3.5 feet. On the top of the head. It's a cutie, huh? Okay, and so we are just going through this so fast. Now, if you want to do this, just remember, you've got to take it slow and let your resources build up. And that's what I did. I think this is at the 3.5 hour mark. And I took it slow, and sometimes I just couldn't do anything until my money and resources built up, and then I started building again. So just remember, as you're playing this, don't get in a rush. When you rush is when you make mistakes and it doesn't turn out how you want it. And here we go. the gharials. Oh, and I did finish the silver. I just didn't record it. I didn't include it in the video. I did record it, but I didn't include it in the video because it happened in the middle of me doing some other mundane stuff, and it's like, I'm not going to stop this. Look how they waddle. And I don't know why this one ran to the corner like that. She ran opposite the water. Silly thing. Don't you love the sounds in here? The animal sounds just make it so immersive. It's good. I like it a lot. Alright, now let me know what you think about what I do here, because I sped it up twice. So 2 times the speed. And I left in the sound. Hi. Let's unfreeze. There we go. Because I thought, you guys don't really need to see me do the adjustments to the habitat and the shelter and stuff for these snow leopards. But I didn't want to make it so fast that blinking was gone. So I thought 2 times would work. And let me know about the music or the sound. I think I left it in because I thought it was kind of interesting. That just a little bit higher pitch than normal. So, I mean, I guess I kind of like it. We'll find out. Now, there was a natural gully right here. So I just put a habitat down and put the snow leopards in that natural gully. Because I'd heard somewhere, I can't remember where, that it's better to put the opposite temperatures at a lower level. I guess it just helps retain the temperature of the habitat easier. Maybe in real life that's how it works. I don't know. And this creates a nice little viewport, I think. One thing about snow leopards, they jump really high, so they're cats. They're cats. Cats jump. They like high places. So getting a barrier that's non-climbable and high enough for them. And then I needed one more animal. And I needed to find a place for this one more animal. And I believe I'm going to put it back here right at the end of that little jetty where the path ends. So, there it is. It's a Bornean orangutan. And what was that? Well, we'll find out. That small little glimpse. Oh, yes. So one of the things was, what is it? Power everything with renewable energy. That's what it is. So I'm just doing a really fast shot of me powering everything with renewable energy. That's all. Once my mechanic research was complete, I switch out everything and boom. Now, the only thing left to do is put in the Bornean orangutan. And then once she is placed in her habitat and we have it all ready, now I need to, well, let's see, I'm going somewhere with this. Where am I going? Where? Oh, I'm going to the end here. Okay. Yes. Right there. Okay. And then make sure people get... I think it turned out okay. If I wasn't so tired at the end... This is at the end of a very long day. Like I said, 5.5 hours. I was really tired. But I still put her in. And then I created some climbing structures for her. There we go. And that created the 13 habitat species in the zoo, I have 5 exhibit species. I have everything except for the plant diversity. 30% plant diversity. So once she's in and I increase her overall happiness to 80%, there we go. And now I need to put in plants. And like I said, it's not plants they're looking for, it's trees. And at certain points, I am having my rewards, my objectives open while I'm placing the trees and then waiting for it to actually update. So it says 18%, 19% with each new plant I put in, hopefully. And it's always the trees. It's the bamboo. Yeah, the bamboo counts. But shrubs and other plants don't. But these ones do. See, I'm checking. And I put in another tree over here. Seeing if it goes up. Oh yeah, and I gotta release those timberwolves to the wild. My timberwolf breeding programs don't always work. I'd like to have a full pack, but I never get a full pack. There we go. Now I'm almost there. I'm so close. I just have one more percentage to go. I'm at 29%, so I need a tree. You know, they should just change it to tree or open it up to all plants. There we go. And let's not take away any of the area from the camels and shade the guests at the same time. Yay!
I could never have
we got the gold star. We finished it.
Successful. Oh, and I could not have done it without you.
Thank you, Emma.
Thanks to your efforts, we've made an incredible contribution to the Timberwolf Ecology Restoration Project. And, even better, the zoo is running completely on renewables. I mean, I know this is what I asked for, but I just didn't believe we'd make it this far so fast. You know?
We did.
Other than the
and
animals,
we made it in less than 25
years.
years.
Good thing about Mr. Myers' zoos. Oh, and now that he doesn't have you working for him, he's really cutting costs to the bone. I hear he actually tried passing off a habitat full of house cats as pygmy lions. Ugh. I mean, the sooner we get rid of him, the better.
Wow. I have a few of those. All right, so we have finished Nevada State Eco Zoo. If you guys have enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're really enjoying it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate that. And go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know. I love suggestions, ideas, things like that. Help me grow and make this better so that other people enjoy it. It's just be so fun. So there is our Nevada State Eco Zoo. Thank you so much for joining me on this, and I can't wait till we come together again with our passports and go someplace else. To find out where Emma is going to send us. Isn't it beautiful? And it still looks like a desert, but there's a lot of trees in there. So, thanks for joining me, guys. Have a great one, and I'll see you at our next adventure. Bye.